Well, sweetheart, what can I do for you today?
Yeah, I just have a question. As you know, I sent you an email last week, and my husband and I found out some awesome news. And my question is that, of course, I'm really nervous and everything, and I just wanted to know if when I go for my first prenatal visit, if I'm going to be okay.
Now, if you weren't nervous, it wouldn't be you calling. And congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel you're going to be pleased about the news you get. I believe there's going to be helpful discussion and talk and that kind of thing, but it should go fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. Very, very pleased, sweetheart. It's going to be a blessing for you.
And do you see, like, as with the course of, through things that I'm going to be getting better and better?
I believe so, and fatter and fatter.
Awesome.
Well, I don't want to, hide anything from you, so.
Tell it like it is.
But you know what? You're going to find a lot of positive changes and effects as you move forward. The main thing is to continue the process of the work you've been doing with those people in the professions, health, and, the people you've been working with. Please keep that in mind and continue to move forward. I know you've had some really good work with Dina, our health intuitive. She does that intuitive health work and all of that. But just, you just keep plugging forward, sweetie. You're smart, and I do believe that you're going to find real healthy progresses as you continue this journey.
Okay. And do you see, I'm a little concerned about telling my work. Do you think that's going to go over smoothly?
It should.
Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have too many problems there, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Just start projecting more healthier things in regarding to that.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Congratulations again, Jackie.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for calling today, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Lola, what can I do for you today?
Well, this is the first time I've called in. I've had friends share and just got some issues going on with my family and wondered if you could help me with some advice on that.
Well, let me tell you a couple of things as I'm touching on your vibe. You have a really well-grounded energy, and you also have a lot of logic and the gifts of intellect with you. You have wisdom. What is challenging for you as you journey is those moments when you feel like you can't change something or correct something within other people. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
And you have a natural caring heart, and I do like that. But one thing, and I know you know this next statement I'm going to say, but I'm throwing it out here, but do not underestimate the power behind prayer based on unconditional love. Now, moving forward, in reference to the challenging aspects of what's going on with family, this energy is going to continue to undulate and be problematic off and on with that possibility of all the way through, unfortunately, August of this year. But as I look into this, I'm noticing 3s and 2s, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these two numbers. But I also feel, well, let me ask you a question. When, in reference to how many people involved in some of the challenges right now, would the number 5 hold anything, or is there something to do with the challenge connecting with 3 and then a separate camp with 2?
Yes, the 3 and the 2.
Okay, that does make sense to you then, because that's okay with me. I'm going to move forward because I do know in about, I would say 3 to 7 days, maybe, at best 3 weeks, one of these people is going to come over on your side, so to speak, and have more clarity and understanding. So that's going to help a little bit. Your father's passed over, hasn't he?
Yes.
Because this man that I'm connecting with as you and I are talking is telling me that he's a bit annoyed by what's going on with some of this, but he's okay, and he knows there's a lot of growth and changes ahead. You know, it's interesting. Your dad keeps smiling. Was he on the trim side?
No.
Because he's emphasizing being trim, and I don't know what that means unless he just feels he doesn't have to carry around extra weight. I mean, I don't know what to do with that exactly, but he emphasizes that for some reason.
I seem to be the one in the family who has kept my weight down.
Oh, interesting. Maybe that's what that is. Who's Wally or Walter or something like that? keep that in mind. There's something with that. I would almost stay with a Wall-E thing. But, it's almost like I want to say it's either like a little inside joke or maybe a name of a pet or something. I don't know what to do with that exactly. Just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. But anyway, as I move forward, Lola, just continue holding on to your hope. Stick to your guns. You have a lot of clarity with you. But remember, these moments that some of these people are in are going to give really terrific growth. Can I ask you a question? Has there been conflict or arguing over children?
Yes.
Because that's the thing that could really bother you a lot.
Yes.
Keep sending real beautiful white light around the children. That's going to help calm situations as well.
Okay.
The main thing is don't take too much of this on physically, the energy of it within yourself, so you become too weary of it. But I do know that every blue moon, as I'm in your energy, every blue moon, I feel like you're almost walking on eggshells with certain things.
Oh, yes.
I know that there are moments coming up where you very well may find yourself, if you will, verbally putting your foot down, which I believe would be rather unusual for you.
Yes.
And I think that could shock certain people around you. But anyway, we all have free will. There's a gazillion ways we can handle things. But continue that process of prayer, hope-filled prayer for this. And remember, again, every moment has opportunity for growth. And there's a lot of challenges with what's happening right now. But you just keep plugging forward with that, okay, Lola?
Okay.
Your dad he's going to be giving you messages or signs or maybe interacting with you in dreams. I don't know about that, exactly how that's going to play out. But just kind of relax, keep yourself open for the possibility of it. Don't analyze anything. Just allow that process, and it should be kind of rewarding for you. Lola, God bless, honey, and thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Take care.
God bless.
Thank you. Today, Paulette?
Well, I have a few things on the agenda, but the main one I'm calling about, and I don't know if you remember or recognize my voice. I have been to your personal readings a few times, and I'm one of the twins. But I'd like to know if you have anything going around health for Shay.
Is that Shay? Is that your sister?
That is not my sister. It's actually my son's girlfriend.
Okay, that's going to help me out a little bit. Hold on.
Okay. She said if I ever got through to you to mention it, but not to mention the specific problem, to see if you would come up with it.
Yeah, I know. People like to test me all the time. Let me just tell you what I'm picking up with this person. Now, I want you to say your son's name and then say her name as well.
Paulette and Shay. She's almost like a daughter to me.
Oh, no. That's I think it's wonderful, sweetheart. I really do.
Well, I didn't want to get that vibe mixed up in case you were getting daughter.
No. Thank you so much for that. As I get into her vibe, there's a couple of things going on with her. Mm-hmm. One of the things I feel is that she's got to be careful of her lungs or her respiratory system, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I just said,
And that's one area I'm really, really drawn to. The other thing is I find that her blood indicating either, I don't know if this is too many white blood cells or antibodies being created, or she's got a virus infection in there. Okay. The other thing I feel, has she been going through pains in the lower abdomen area or the female-related area?
Not so much that. You were more correct in the upper levels of it, but I do believe that some of what she's been going through has probably caused considerable upset and problems in the.
She's. What's interesting? Part of the stuff I'm getting from her, she's got to be very careful of her environment or what she's being exposed to and what she's been allowing into her body.
She is very, very conscious of that. She is a health nut. In fact, when this came about, we were shocked because she was so healthy.
Yeah, but, it is environmental. I bet you anything she's been exposed to something.
Mm-hmm.
Has she been kissing your son on the mouth? No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Well, I do have a couple of more, but I'm going to go on and say to you that it is in the breast cancer that we've been dealing with, and her antibodies are due to the chemo and radiation and all that she had over a year ago. She now has a new spot that has been discovered, and we've been really struggling if it should be a major surgery we go into or continue doing the alternative.
I don't think it's a major surgery she's going to require with this one. But that makes sense to me now why I felt it in the lower region as well, because it is female related. That makes sense to me now. She also may want to, consult with Dina as well. Who does? She's our health intuitive here. She does intuitive health. But I know she's going to get through this. She just keeps plugging forward, okay?
My major question was the doctors that she's seeing now have come up with a great procedure that she can heal in probably 3 months, but it is going to require double mastectomy and then reconstruction all at one time. And she's, I think, leaning that way just because she's had this come up twice now. Once a lumpectomy a year and a half, and now here it's come up in the other breast.
Right.
So...
Well, you girls are on track. Continue to do what you need to do and pray about this. She'll have the guidance that she requires. The bottom line is, I know that this course of healing is coming her way, but I just have a feeling that she also gets real hesitant to do alternative types of healing in areas that, with certain things, like I just feel that, the traditional way, obviously, I think is the way she's convinced herself is going to work best. And the bottom line is that, it's her body and she needs to go where it goes. But I do know this. I don't feel at this point, and I'm speaking from an intuitive perspective, I don't feel that radical surgery is going to be actually required if she tries other routes. But putting that to the side, as I go into the other factor of if she goes down that route, that she's in good hands ultimately. Okay?
All right. Now,
all right, sweetie, you know what? I have to let you go because I am a little past my commercial break time, but I'm going to ask all of our listeners to keep Shay and your family in prayer as she goes through this process of healing.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, David.
Thank you. Well, God bless you, and you have a wonderful weekend.
Okay, dear. Bye-bye.
Honey, what can I do for you?
I am wondering, I had a nephew that passed a couple years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He took his life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I need to know if he's okay.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Did he have long bangs?
A little bit.
Well, don't placate me on this stuff because I'm trying to connect to something here. Did he ever stand and tilt his head down?
Possibly, not that I can think of.
And let me ask you, I don't know if this is the person I'm tapping into then. Does the name Benjamin and or Michael mean something to you regarding this nephew of yours?
Michael was actually my twin brother that passed. But my nephew that passed was Ryan.
Okay. Well, I wasn't assuming that these two names were the nephew. That's why I wondered if they were connected to him somehow. Keep the name Ben or Benjamin in mind. Let me ask you a question. Regarding your brother and your nephew, were either of these males, were they in their, early 20s, late teens to mid-20s, in that range when they passed?
Well, Michael, my twin brother, was actually, he was only a couple weeks old.
Okay,
but Ryan was actually just turned 17.
Okay. No, it's your nephew who I'm getting visions from, who I'm getting all this stuff from. He's obviously then indicating that Michael has something connection with him as well, okay? Keep the name Ben or Benjamin in mind. Quick question, are you planning on a trip coming up, or have you just traveled recently?
I'm planning a trip.
Yeah, this is your nephew I'm feeling then. Did he have, there's something else I'm getting. Would you have considered him rather reserved, or could he get quiet?
I think so. I wasn't too close to him, but I mean, he could be quiet, yes.
Okay, all right, that makes sense to me, I guess. I'm not sure. He's coming through as being very reserved and almost standing back for some reason. Now, did he ever experience Easter celebrations with you when he was younger?
Yes.
Because that he brought through real loud. Was there another incident when he was younger with some sort of celebration or birthday where somebody was dressed as a clown?
Not that I can think of.
You think on that one and see if that reminds you of something. Now, he's also giving me impressions of camping or being out in nature for some reason.
Yeah, he loves camping. He always
that would make sense. Did he ever make a funny noise with his teeth and his tongue? Or did he ever chew on, like, toothpicks or something?
Yes.
Because he's giving me that noise you make with your... There it goes again. Yeah, he's around you. There's also an uncle that's passed over.
I have an Uncle Sam that passed.
Because he's talking about that uncle, and he's seen him. That uncle you just mentioned, did he have a bit of a tummy on him?
A little bit.
And did he ever like to go fishing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one he's talking about. Did that Uncle Sam ever like to have a drink?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the one your nephew's referencing then. He's doing fine, but you know what's... Was your nephew by chance in some form rather bipolar?
We think that he was battling depression, but he never told anyone.
I think that's what part of that is. He's showing me this other impression which has something to do with sports, but I don't know what to do with that exactly. Velma V. Is there a woman with the letter V that would connect to your family? Keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
What's his mother's name?
His mother's name is, oh my gosh, I just went blank. Sheila. Oh my gosh, I just went blank, David. Hold on a second.
That's okay,
Angie.
Sweetheart. What did you say?
Her name is Angie, his mother.
Okay. I'm getting a really strong pull about him connecting with her a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And so that I do find. Did he ever live or did she ever live near the ocean?
They lived in Seattle for a little bit.
Okay, that could possibly be what I'm seeing unless he's showing me a connection to his mother and somebody who was in the military. I don't know what to do about that one.
My brother was in the military.
Oh, okay. That would be
father.
His dad?
His dad,
Okay. That's probably what that is then. And so your brother, he connects to the name Jim, right? Jim or James?
Jeff.
Jeff is his name? Okay, that's close enough in my book. Anyway, your nephew Ryan's doing very, very well, sweetheart. Extremely well. Listen, I've got to wind this up. We are running out of time, but thank you so much for calling in today, and I'll keep you and your family in prayer.
Thank you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure.